Hey, beautiful people, what's going on?
What up? It's Friday, April
Happy
22nd.
Friday.
This week on Still Diverted. Shit is fucked up around here.
It's just been a crazy week. Of course, we're going to talk about Prince, Mr. Purple Rain.
Exactly right. Plus, this morning on The Breakfast Club, Birdman spaz, and it is one for the books.
And my girl Harriet is going to be on the $20 bills. Let's talk about it.
You a dub, girl.
DK a dub. DK.
So, shit is crazy.
Why did you just leave me standing? I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Not with that demonic ass voice, though. So, unless you've been living under a rock, you know, Prince passed away yesterday morning at the age of 57. Just crazy, very shocking. It was funny because I was home, I was watching TV, and I was on Twitter or whatever, and there was a post in China. The wrestler China Doll had died earlier.
Oh yes,
she died like Thursday, like 2 a.m. and then Prince came in and took over all the press. But I was like, damn, that's crazy. I grew up watching China, WWE wrestler, so on and so forth. And then I saw an article on TMZ, and it was like body found dead at Prince's estate. And even in that moment, I didn't think it was Prince. I was just like,
I saw that too.
I've been thinking like, oh, it was a gardener that fell off a ladder or
right.
Something. I was just like, oh, that's real weird. And then kind of continue with my day. Got out the shower, half an hour later, it was like, TV was still on. It was like, oh, you'll never forget where you'll heard this information. Prince is dead. And I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, he was found unresponsive in the elevator, and they say the deputies found him, and there was like a 911 call, and I don't know who made the call. I don't know if it was a security guard or like just maybe a friend was at the studio, which was. It's just crazy. Like, how does that just happen? Like, 57 years old, Prince, out of all people, like, clearly he lived a really healthy lifestyle, spiritually and mentally.
Or so we think.
Right.
You don't know what anybody does behind closed doors.
Right. Allegedly, he was on
percocets. Yeah.
And he was...
Because he had pneumonia, which is why his plane got grounded Monday, in somewhere. But his plane got grounded because, he was just very ill. Apparently they took him to the hospital. He went and did his show like that night, and then like the next day, and I'm like, that's not pneumonia. Like when you if you have pneumonia that bad, where they have to like land your plane, you're not going to do no show the same day. But
you're really not.
I don't know.
Everybody was talking about it. Everybody was.
And you couldn't escape it.
And even one of my sisters. My sister had posted. Well,
you do have you have more than one sister.
But right. I posted her on Facebook, and she just created a status and was like, Neo said when Whitney died that we should just put all our legends in like one box and just tell them how much we love them and appreciate them. And I think we really need to do that. Yeah. And then somebody wrote a post and they were like, if the universe takes Sade, I'm going with her. And I was like, I know that's racist. Like, you really have to, like...
See, I'm not a huge Sade fan like that.
Really?
I'm not.
Okay, well, Sade... Well, for me personally, the Sades, the Anika, even Shaka, like I'm trying to think of all these living legends that we need to start, like... No,
the day that's going to be rough for me is, like, the day Stevie goes and the day...
oh, my God, goodness. Why would you even say that? Don't even...
And Patti LaBelle. Yeah. When Patti has to go, I'm not going to be no good.
And Patti, yeah.
Tina. But, yeah. Oh, Turner. I was like, Knowles?
Yeah. What other Tina... Well,
you know the way my mind is, worked out. I was like, Tina Knowles?
Well, Prince was at the Grammy yesterday. I wrote this down. He said, like, books and Black Lives.
He was at the Grammys yesterday?
No. Okay. Did I say the Grammys yesterday?
Certainly did.
When he was at the Grammys, he said, like, books and Black Lives albums still matter. So if you're looking for him on YouTube and you can't find him,
you ain't gonna find him.
He definitely embraced his male and female features, which I love. And if you want to see more, tomorrow Oprah is going to be playing the Prince interview that she did back in like 86 or in 96. So it's going to play at 8 o'clock on the OWN network. Check that out. I know I'm going to be watching. And I don't even usually I don't plan these things. It just happens. The TV's on. I do it.
You got a full night of TV. You got Oprah at 8, Beyonce at 9, and then 10 o'clock you can put on your little dress and go to the club.
Are you going to be home watching that?
No, I'll be at work. But if I wasn't at work, I would be home. All in all, rest in peace, Prince.
Yes.
Alright, so let's move on to talk about some fuck shit. So Birdman was on the Breakfast Club this morning, and he rolled up in the studio to, I guess, address the people of the morning show So let's set up the scene. 3, 2, 1, action. So he rolls up. It's like him and like 31 other goons that he just found, you know, in Chinatown that was selling, you know, fake Louis. And he was like, hey, I need y'all. Come help me with something. So he brings them upstairs. And as soon as he walks in the studio, he got his chest all buffed up. What happened?
I'm just...
I thought the baby was kicking.
Exactly.
He got his chest all buffed up. And he's like, you know, I just want to, you know, keep y'all gotta keep my name out your mouth. Y'all gotta respect me. So everybody in the room was like, the fuck you talking about? Like, no good morning, no hey, good to see y'all. Just like, I just want to let y'all know, you know, when my name come up on the show, y'all better respect me. So Envy's like, all right, let's sit down, let's do it for the cameras. So they sit down, the cameras get cut on, and you know he's on the same shit. And Charlamagne was like, well, you know, but we ain't do nothing to you. He was like, you know, why you coming at us like this? Did you come at
Trick Daddy?
Trick Daddy, that's what it was. Trick Daddy like that, Rick Ross like that.
And if you don't know the Trick Daddy video, you should definitely go check that out. It's on Tax's page.
A lot of history there. Yeah. But it's just like real shit though. Like why you trying to come up here and flex, you know, on the radio people when the people you actually have beef with? Because as soon as Charlamagne brought up that, you know, Trick Daddy, you know, Rick Ross stuff, he got real quiet. It was just like, are y'all done or are y'all finished? Which is the same thing, but that's my new line in 2016.
Okay. You ever been in a position where you want to hit somebody, you want to fight somebody, and you're so...
No.
Or you get around...
We're adults, so we know how to, you know,
or like,
deal with our
even
anger.
like as a teenager, like you probably...
I was never a teenager.
Anyway, like you get nervous. You get so nervous, like... And you don't know what to do. And you're trying to be mature, but you know you really just want to slap the shit out of them.
Uh-huh.
And I think that's what it was. Because he kind of sounded like he was about to cry as well.
And
if you heard it in his voice, it sounded like he was about to cry. He was cracking. He was like, not stuttering, but he was paraphrasing his words, saying
emotional.
The same thing over and over. It was just like, what are you really trying to get at here?
Yeah.
Like, he came into the room, like he said, buffed up. Like, you know, y'all better respect me.
Yeah.
And then they was like, okay, sit down. Like, let's do this interview.
Yeah.
So he sits down. He's like...
And then folded his arms.
I just want to let y'all know. Y'all need to respect me. He was like,
Yeah.
okay, we heard you the first time. Let's get this interview popping. But he's still being so... Like,
It
it's
was
like
just
he
so
want to get something off his chest.
Yeah, but nothing to get off his
trying
chest.
Right. But he's too caught up in trying to be a man and being like, I'm confronting him in this situation to let him know what's up. But it's like, you're not even telling him what's up.
Yeah.
And Charlamagne is very like...
Cool, calm, collective.
And Angelique is like... And Envy's like, it's DJ Envy in the Breakfast Club.
He won the fucking day. Like, you have to go watch the video. Like, pause this, open up a new tab, and go watch that shit. Like, the fact where, like, Birdman was going off, and he was just like, I don't know what the fuck his problem is, but I'm just here to do my job. So then he walks out, and he's like, but I didn't even get to use my notes. And I was like, real shit. Because, you know, that's a lot of work to prep for an interview, especially an interview like Birdman. Like, that takes some time. So, like, you probably spent her whole night, you know, sitting up, collecting notes, and it's just like, damn, girl. Like, damn.
Yeah, that's really... the whole video was very, like, Birdman, why are you putting yourself in this situation? You're from the South, which means you came to New York. You came to New York to do 2 interviews. I'm sure one with Angie Martinez and... Luckily, one with the Breakfast Club. Because he seems like he really likes Angie Martinez. Like, when he does his interviews, he's like, you know, call Angie
but you know why
and tell her to come here.
You know why he likes Angie, though? Because Angie doesn't push the buttons. Mm-hmm. Angie Martinez is notorious. Well, let me say notorious. But many people think Angie Martinez gives very boring interviews because her interviews aren't... They'll be like a big, like, headline. Like, you know, like... Kenya accused of, you know, killing 8 babies. And you'll come right on Angie's show and she won't ask you shit about those 8 babies. So people like going to her show.
Right.
Because
Angie's
it's very
like,
safe.
so what's going on?
Yeah.
How are you doing?
How are the kids?
How's everything going? It's been so long. Like, and that, I guess
which
that's
is fine if that's your stance as a journalist.
Yeah, but that's fine for celebrities. Like, you could get in the... I guess Angie could get in the door with celebrities.
Which is why she's so cool with everybody.
But this is why the interviews aren't getting as much plays as well, I guess.
Yeah.
So... With that said, so he loves Angie Martinez, which is great. So he comes to the Breakfast Club. Mind you, it's like 6, 7 in the morning.
Yeah, no, it's dumb early.
Baby, and you're coming in here with your entourage, and you're clearly upset about something, but you don't want to get it off your chest. And this is an interview. This is the perfect time to say how you feel and what you feel while these cameras are rolling and everybody's in the studio. Literally, and if you see the video, everybody's in the studio.
Record rep, manager, publicist, intern, host, co-host, producer.
And probably 2 interns on the side. And
Like,
shout out to the interns for the spring semester of 2016 at the Power 1051 at the Breakfast Clubs, because I'm sure that they had to do those notes at like 6:30 in the morning, get the breakfast, come back, prepare more notes. And the thing about when you have to prepare notes for an artist, you're trying to find out their history, you're trying to find out where you go through everything. So I say it takes like about 10-20 minutes, but you also have to put in questions as well, like what the questions you will want to have for that artist or that talent.
Yeah.
And it's just like nothing ended up getting done.
All in all, I respect the Breakfast Club boss, because just because somebody flexes on you don't mean you got to flex back. That's a valuable lesson to all of you kids out there.
Right.
Every time somebody want to get buck with you, you don't got to get buck. If you know you in the right, and if you just know they on some stupid buck shit, you can just chill. Just
you really can.
Whatever.
You really can. And don't ever try to impress anybody. Like, in this case, he had his entourage around him. I guess that made him feel a little more like I got to keep my cool. Like, I got to... Because I'm here to get my respect. And you just end up looking really crazy. Because
now Twitter is having a field day on your ass with these fucking memes. A field day. So.
And the internet doesn't stop for nobody.
Nope. Enjoy the weekend. Enjoy the weekend. All right, so last but not least, word came out earlier this week that, we about to get the baddest on the 20. Y'all be throwing the 20s at the baddest, but not the baddest on it. Harriet Tubman. We in here. We went in. No, so they announced that she's going to be the new face of the $20 bill.
If Harriet Tubman was alive, she wouldn't give a shit if
she would not give 2 fucks.
She wouldn't give a half a fuck. She would not even... She might not even agree to it. Like, why my people are still not free.
Yeah.
Why do I want to be on this bill?
So, here's the thing about it. I feel 2 ways about it. I'm like, this is great that... it's great that she's on the, the $20 bill. It's very nice. It's very cool. It feels progressive. Keyword feel. My whole thing is like, don't, put a black person on the bill and kind of throw us a bone a little bit. Like, all right, y'all, y'all got a black woman on the bill. Like, stop complaining. This y'all country too. I'm just like, because if you're still not going to treat black people in this country like human beings.
Hello.
Like, then just fucking keep her. Like, we don't need her on the bill.
There was a meme and a girl put, it was like a dialogue. And she says, hey, U.S., what's up, or whatever. And the U.S. is like, I put Harriet Tubman on the bill. And they're like, cool, so you're going to give us, like, reparations or admit to apologize for the slavery that you did in this country for 300 years. Mm-hmm. And they're like, you stupid, what's up, though? And it's just like,
no, deadass.
You put Harriet Tubman on this bill, but you do not admit to slavery or apologize for slavery, because if you apologize, that means you're acknowledging that what you did was wrong internationally, and if you do that, then you have to give us reparations. And it's just like, you just don't want to see us build our communities. You don't want to see us rebuild our communities or the islands and the countries in the Caribbean that have just got their independence like yesterday. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I had to say this too in my class, and I was just like, I want to be excited and I want to joke about it, but it's like deep down, it's like, what is the movement here? Like, what are you getting at putting Harriet Tubman on the $20 bill? Like, there are people who are trying to like, just knock her, like, put her on the $2 bill, put her on the What do you get out of this in general?
There's other people that are also going on the bills. Susan B. Anthony, Sojourner Truth, Eleanor Roosevelt, Martin Luther King. So what's happening is Harriet Tubman is going to be on the front of the 20, but then Andrew Jackson is still... Is it Jackson? Yeah, Andrew Jackson is going to be on the back of the 20.
They're both Pisces. So side note. Go ahead.
So it's not even like she gets the bill to herself. She still has to share the bill, A. And I'm just like, and then the bill's not coming out until 2030. Like, you know how fucking long that is?
And then people are
I might not even be here in 2030. I mean, God willing, hopefully.
Why would you even say that? Don't put that into the air.
Because it's true. I'm a realist.
Really? 2030?
Girl, this is 2016.
Right. Why wouldn't you be here in 2030?
Shit happens.
You're crazy.
What the fuck? You might not be here either.
I'm going to be here.
None of us might not be here.
I want to be here. I'm going to be here.
All right, well, you be here by yourself, because when the meteor hits and it's just only you and the fucking rats, because the rats always survive. Shout out to the bubonic plague. It's going to be you and all the rats in the city. So keep that, Mom.
Listen.
Keep that.
Listen.
Listening.
All I'm saying, right, is that with this Harriet Tubman thing, I think as, like, just Americans, we really got to take a step back and think about what is the government doing? Like, why? And I don't want to be up here, like, sounding like a conspiracy theorist and whatnot. Yeah. But it's just, like, out of all things that we could be doing, that we could be spending our money on, Harriet Tubman? Like, and knowing that, even just like a black person, like, think about it. Do you think she would want to be on that bill?
No, but I'm still hype as fuck for it.
Huh?
I said no, but I'm still hype as fuck for it. Because when the day comes, I'm rolling right up to the bank, like, let me get my tubbies. One is probably gonna get framed. One is gonna be, like it's gonna be a big deal.
Right.
It's gonna be some big shit for me.
And by the way, that Raven Simone video is old. That she said on The View when she said that she feels like Rosa Parks should be on the bill instead of Harriet Tubman. But she got some post-traumatic slave syndrome going on.
And shout out to all y'all dumbasses don't know who the fuck Harriet Tubman is. But listen, that's our time. We gotta go. So just sit on that and think about that.
Have a great weekend. Make sure you watch the Oprah, because I'm gonna be watching. I'm gonna be live tweeting and whatnot.
Oh. Make sure y'all get into her live tweets. Alright, so you know what to do. Make sure you subscribe in the corner. Like the Facebook page, facebook.com/Still Diverted. Follow me at _Hey Malcolm. She's at DJ Madam K. Thanks for watching. See y'all next week right here on Still Diverted.
If I gave you diamonds and pearls, since it's not on YouTube, would you be a happy boy or a girl?